All right, what's up, Dustin? All right, so we're gonna talk about All Stars before the pod. Rail, uh, do you have? I mean, how far are we from All Star Weekend? 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
Nah, it's what the weekend of February
I know they did
12th.
the. They're on the second.
If your old lady start
tallies.
fight, if your old lady
They're on the
start
second
arguing
tally.
with you, if your old lady starting to argue with you, just know All-Star Weekend's right around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's true.
It's COVID though now, man. They not, and you got to go to Cleveland this year. And
Hold on, damn it, I'm missing something. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah, so it's 2 weeks after the trade deadline, because the
I
trade
don't care how
deadline is
bad they were.
February
To
10th.
Cleveland for All Star Weekend.
Man, there's nothing to do in Cleveland.
He said that. I thought it, but he said it.
Man, I was in Ohio. I was out there for a music festival. When I said there's nothing out there to do besides, like, the amusement parks, that's it. That's it. So I got a question for y'all for All-Star.
Yeah.
Does Andrew Wiggins get in just like how Harrison Barnes got in?
Wait, Harrison Barnes was an All-Star?
He was borderline when they won the first title.
Oh, so he wasn't an All-Star, but he was borderline.
Nah, he wasn't, but he was almost selected in.
I like Wig. I don't think he's getting in.
I don't think so
What?
either.
What? How's Wig not getting in?
I don't think Wig's getting in.
He's 50-40 right now. Well, barely, almost 50-40.
He's almost 54. He's not getting in.
He's not. How he's not making All-Star? Who's going to make it over him?
Well, when you got guys like LeBron, there's one.
No. I would say this.
No,
it's gonna the front court's gonna be Gobert, Jokic, LeBron. Backcourt definitely should be Steph Curry and Ja, but Wiggins should be a fucking All-Star this year.
Really?
Wiggins definitely. He's 40. He's shooting 40% from three. They have the best record. They have the best record.
So you
got this.
No, you can't get three Warriors on. You're not gonna get three Warriors on All-Star. Heck no, they're not.
Hold on, who's the third one?
Draymond's getting in.
Draymond's the one that's gonna get in.
No, Wiggins should get over. Wiggins should definitely get in over Draymond. There shouldn't even be a fucking debate over that.
I don't know about that.
It's not all about points. Like Draymond's.
No, you can't say that when a dude's almost averaging 20 points and shooting 40% from three. You can't say that. You can't say that with somebody averaging 8 points. And then now he's out. Like, honestly, the way the West is going right now, you can get three Warriors in because Murray and your boys out.
Murray was never an All-Star, and MPJ was never. He was never sniffing an All-Star.
But I'm saying, if we're at the Wiggins category, if they were healthy, I could see with their horizons or how their career was going, they could be in a conversation like Ja is right now. Look at how Ja's coming. I mean, hell. After Bubble Murray, he was supposed to come on the scene after that.
I mean, Wig got a lot of. So I'm looking at the tallies right now. Wig has a lot of votes for front court.
He should be ahead of Paul George or behind Paul George.
Yeah, but Paul George is done for the year. So if he gets selected, he's gonna get.
That's what I'm saying. Due to the injuries.
I'm looking at we don't see. I'm looking at the conferences, and honestly, they don't do conferences like that no more, right? It's a fucking.
Well, no. They still get enough players from the conference. They do like a first team, second team, and then they draft from there.
If anything, if you ask me, the person who I really think who's not on the list, who I think should be getting some consideration, is Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. And he's 16 right now. He's about 39% from the field. But Ja's been out a little bit. I like Triple J. I'm a Triple J fan. But no, he just came in Staples Center and put 29 on LeBron head just now. He just came in and put it on the King head just now. So
Real, you got to realize this is a 37-year-old LeBron.
Hold on. First off, Dustin, you watch your goddamn mouth. Dustin, because he's 37 and he's top 3 in the MVP vote right now.
John Morant's what, 21, 22?
What MVP
athletic is no other.
What MVP voting is Darrell looking at, Dustin?
Hey, he's looking at the one that just. He's looking at the most recent one somebody posted on Twitter. So on Twitter right now.
Last time I checked, it was Steph, Giannis, and KD for top 3.
Nah. So right now it's changed.
Huh?
Bron is over my boy Jokic right now. Hey.
Oh yeah, Jokic.
Rigged.
Yeah.
Rigged. Nah. So right now, from what I saw on Twitter today, and this is what I saw on Twitter, it was what everybody's saying. It's Giannis, Curry, KD, LeBron. That's the top four.
I don't know how we got to MVP when we supposed to be talking about All-Star, but
Hey, we
now
just
that I'm
got
looking
it.
at these votes, I don't see that these are the fan votes. Do you honestly believe, Rail, that the media and the GMs are gonna vote for, and not GM, the media and the coaches are gonna vote for Wig to get in?
No, I mean, as far as coaches, yeah, possibly. Once the coaches, I mean, because the coaches get the rest of the vote, the fans won't vote him in.
I think Dre's gonna get in.
He'll get in because it's 13 spots, but
Paul
I mean, look at the West. The West is
Paul George
ass.
is not gonna make it, obviously. Yeah, as far as the front court, yeah.
Because now you're looking at T-Wolves.
Honestly, why I don't know why Cat's not getting more love, especially in a year where Anthony Davis hasn't played.
Anthony Edwards.
No. Karl Anthony Towns. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, in a year where I don't know why Cat hasn't got more votes than Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis hasn't played that much. And
so this is why I hate the fan vote. This is why I hate the fan vote.
The fan vote doesn't really decide a lot, because after that, it comes down to the current players and media.
The only thing the only reason why I say I hate the fan vote so much is because for NBA in your resume, that is huge on your like NBA All-Star games, all NBAs. But I mean, all NBAs to me is more important than the NBA All-Star game now.
I get that, but
it does carry weight when a player can be called NBA All-Star DeMar DeRozan, NBA All-Star.
Yeah, and like it's because in NFL it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. In baseball it means something. In NFL it doesn't mean anything. Pro Bowl because half of them don't even play. So in the NFL, in the NBA, it means something to be an All-Star. So the fan vote when that original who's out of place. No, honestly, nobody's really out of place this year. Who was the person you just said, Kev?
Paul George. He's not, because it looks like he's done.
He was actually he wasn't having a better season than he had last year. Honestly, I don't know. The West is kind of thin, bro, and that's why I'm glad they gotta do this pick shit again, because the West is thin. The West is thin as far as talent goes. Because honestly, I mean, Book's gonna make it. Chris Paul's gonna make it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's true.
I think Chris Paul's going to get an MVP.
They're going to put Luka in for what?
Do you guys think, though, like, so here's a good question for you. Do you think Andrew Wiggins is going to get in over, like, somebody like a DeJounte Murray?
I think DeJounte will get in, though. Because what, 15 spots?
Yeah.
So I got 5. If that's the 5.
So, but that's the thing though, because it comes down to current NBA players and media at the end of the day, whatever the fan vote.
DeJounte definitely deserves.
It's gonna be a lot of guards. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be a lot.
There'll be a lot of guards off the bench because Donovan's gonna make it.
You know, Damian Lillard's not gonna make it because of
nobody from Portland.
Because it's hurt.
Yeah. Same with CJ.
Even then, he wasn't playing well. He shouldn't have made
but
it.
He's been hurt since the Olympics. Steph Curry, John Morant, Luka, Klay. Yeah, well, obviously Klay, Devin Booker. I don't know why Westbrook's name's even on here.
Westbrook.
Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell.
Did Austin Reeves make it? He's my favorite Laker.
Do we want to talk about the Lakers for like 10 minutes or something? I mean, just let me know, because boy,
I got some bars for him.
Oh Lord,
I got some bars for him. I just want to say this, like, it just.
Chill out, Zeus. You know what it is right now.
Russ, I love Russ, but it's just
get
that
your shit off. Get it off.
It's hard to understand. Like yesterday, here's the thing. Like I watched yesterday's game and I try to watch it. And I try not to get so mad at Russ because I really like him as a fucking basketball player. I love his passion.
Cold,
but like you hadn't hit a jumper in a month, Russ. Why you shooting pull up threes in Sacramento, bro?
Hey,
I don't get it.
Did you see Sacramento was trolling that dude every time he missed a shot playing ice cold?
Dog, I literally don't fucking get it.
Keep going.
He shot 2 or 3 threes under 3 minutes. And almost.
Me and Real never agree with much shit, but keep going, Real. Keep going.
He shot 2 or 3 threes. He shot 2 or 3 threes under. It was like Russ. Like, and there was one in transition where I was like, "That's not even your game, bro." It's just like that's not even your game, bro. It's just like Russ, like this is literally not even your fucking game. Like nigga, you've never been a pull up 3 guy. Like this is literally like I don't get it. Like how do you play stupid this whole fucking time and just say like this? I get it. The only thing I give with Russ is his turnovers. I have no problem with that. He's an aggressive point guard. I can live with turnovers. Maybe not to the extent of 7 or 8 a game that he does at times. I can live with turnovers. Yesterday's shot making was the first time I said, I don't know if this is going to work out long term.
All right. Obviously, Real, that was well said. And I appreciate everything you said. Zeus is going to hate me, but that's fine. Whatever. So he's been a slump for the last couple games. Like it's the last 4 games, right? And it's not so much the shot selection, which is questionable, right? That's not, which is not great, obviously. But he's like, so I noticed it first in the Memphis game that happened this week, where the Lakers got smoked by Memphis, right? And they just completely dominated.
I cried myself to sleep that night.
That was literally probably the best game I've seen LeBron play. In,
dog, I'll be honest with you. I haven't won.
That was literally the best game I've ever seen LeBron play.
I haven't won a regular season game. Like, dog, you understand? Like, I set my whole Sunday up around 6:30. Like, it was like, nigga, like I'm turning the phone off. This is a big game because we got to catch the Grizzlies because they're in the 4th seed.
It's like 2 wins. It's like 2 wins if you win against the Grizzlies. You get the dub and they lose. It's like 2 wins.
Truthfully, I was hoping Ja Morant was out because he didn't play the previous night versus the Clippers. So I was hoping we didn't get no Ja.
Right.
But then Ja came out snatching it off the fucking backboard. I knew he was in trouble.
I mean, that play was incredible.
I think it's the greatest. I think it's the greatest basketball athletic block I've seen. So
here you go saying something is the greatest or something. Anyway, I'm not. This is not breaking news. Russell Westbrook has lost a lot of his athleticism, right? And
I don't think so.
I didn't notice it until the Grizzlies game when he got blocked. I don't know, 5 times by Jaren Jackson Jr.
on switches. Yeah.
That's when I noticed it. It's like the same thing for LeBron. Like LeBron.
No, but that's not his athleticism because he still can blow by people. He's just not blowing by people right now. And I don't know why he's not doing it.
He can't get past people, right?
He can get by. No, his first step is cat quick. It's still catty. Don't play tight.
So not only is he not doing what he's supposed to be good, which is supposed to be an elite, awesome finisher, which is what Russell Westbrook is what you're trying to get for Russell Westbrook. But the fact that
Russell Westbrook can't even catch the goddamn ball to take it up right now.
The fact that he got blocked 5 times in a game.
But here, Kat, okay.
And it just
okay, Kat. Do you remember those?
I can't.
Okay. Do you? I don't even think it was 5 times. Maybe like 4. Do you remember those? Two of those were on jump shots. And he just has a flat jumper, and Jaren Jackson is long. No pause. Jaren Jackson is long, and so he has a flat shot. But the two at the rim that he caught up him to, I never expect anybody to catch up to Russell Westbrook when he blows by you. Because it was only 4, because I remember the 2 plays, but the 2 of those were on switches, 2 of those were on jump shots where he deflected it, and then 2 of those were on blow-bys.
My point is that never used to happen to Russell Westbrook. And I just say the same thing. I say the same thing about Bron. Bron never used to get blocked as much as he does now. But
here's the thing, though.
He can't jump.
There are both 2 players who are trying to rely on jumpers.
Blocks, like literally when star players start getting blocked, like for plays that normally don't, you could just tell. Like it's just they're getting older. Like it's just.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. With this.
I said the same thing about Kobe when Kobe was happening.
Yeah, but you hate the Lakers. But when you playing Bron 37 minutes, it's hard to it's just hard for him right now. And
like
it's
I said, the thing that made me the most maddest was that was the best game I've seen LeBron play since the bubble. Like I almost want to say by far, but
that's not. No, you know. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Give me one game right now off the top of your head.
Give me a game
that he played better other than the first half. He played was a couple nights ago. We had 40 points. Well, the game other whatever.
I'm not talking.
We're not talking about point wise. We're talking about
why you're. I swear you're better. You're better at basketball.
Hold on.
Basketball than this. I promise you are. It's not. I'm not just talking about points.
No. He played an actually great game, because he played center
awesome defensively. He played. Obviously, he got buckets. He played. He took smart shots. He got everybody open shots, and nobody else was.
No, there was another game. I can't point it out. I wish you would have brought this up, but there was a game earlier where he was taking charges, and I'm like, Brown will take charges. He does occasionally, but he was really engaged defensively. I don't know. I forgot what game it was. It was one of our.
If you would have to tell me, but to me, and I've watched damn near every dribble of LeBron James. That was the best game I've seen since the bubble, in my opinion. And to let a game like that slip through his fingers when, honestly, they probably wouldn't even won. Let's keep the Memphis already feels like they're better than them and they are better than them. But nobody. I'm not. This doesn't just fall under the Russell Westbrook by himself. This goes under everybody on the Lakers. That was the one game Malik Monk didn't shoot well because Malik Monk's been on fire for the rest of the thing. Avery Bradley didn't play well. I think THT his stats at the end of the game looked okay, but it was only because he scored a lot in garbage time.
I found the game. It was actually against Memphis, but it was actually in Memphis. The first game, he had 37, 13, and 7. And that was the first time he actually played center because they played Detroit that previous week and they tried him out of center. So
my point is, I think LeBron. I don't want to go back and forth with just the stats because LeBron, that game he played this week was the most efficient game I've seen him play in all tiers. His shot selection
14 and 19, 5 shots missed.
He was that was literally the guy that you need to win the championship, and they squandered it. Now what I'll say about the Sacramento game, and then we can move on and start the pod. Unless Dustin want to add something. I don't want to just put this on Frank because I know there's politics, but these lineups have to be addressed. I'm finally glad that Malik Monk is getting the flowers he deserves. I said at the beginning of the season, but you can go back and check the tapes. I said Malik Monk is going to be one of the best pickups, better than the THT and better than all the. I was like Malik Monk that can actually shoot. But we got to see what this when AD comes back because apparently he started doing on-court work, and we're gonna see how this team
with a big ass knee brace on his knee that I'm already concerned about.
With the Stone Cold knee brace,
I'm already concerned about it. I got one question for Dustin. If you're done,
go ahead.
So, do you really think Murray and Porter are gonna come back this year? And does that make you a championship contender if you come back with a month left with 2 healthy all-stars? And second follow-up, will there be a trade?
All right. So I've been thinking about this because you're not the first person to ask me about this in the last week. Do I want Jamal Murray and PJ back as a fan selfishly? Fuck yeah, of course. But this season for us right now, it's a loss. Like, you bring Murray back, let's say he comes back and he hurts himself. Well, you fucked yourself for next year. MPJ, his back, that's a serious thing. You can't fuck around with that. Let him come back when he's ready. Don't force him to come back. Yeah, Tracy McGrady type shit. Brandon Roy, don't fuck with that.
Brandon Roy was knees.
But same type of thing where the guy comes.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. He's chasing an injury from injury. Yeah.
Yeah. So my thing is, as a Nuggets fan, I would love to see those guys back on the court. Do I think it's a smart thing? No. I think they should come back at the start of next year. I really think that they need to start treating Jokic, getting him some rest. Because right now, if you take a look at our team.
Rest? How old is Jokic? 23, 24?
He's 25. He's 26, actually. He's 26.
26? Okay.
He's 26. So you still got a couple more good years out of him. Don't waste it on a shitty-ass team that's poorly constructed with a shitty-ass coach, with a shitty-ass rotation.
Bonus 2.0. He's literally – he can be able to play at 39 the way –
Yeah, but as of right now, like I would – me personally as a Nuggets fan, right now I'm looking at the standing. Right now for like the conferences and everything. Right now, the Nuggets are the 6th seed. They're 2 games out of 5th for Dallas. Dallas is 22-19. Nuggets are 20-19. Like, to me right now, it's not even worth it. We got a whole bunch of bums. We just got the ball trade rejected because he can't pass a fucking physical.
I wanted Bol out of there. I've been wanting Bol out of there for a while now.
I've been saying we need to start ball just to see what the fuck he's got. Just to see. We got nobody right now.
Summer league, and then he gets smoked out every regular season like Mike Malone hates him. But
no, Mike Malone does not like the young guys. And that's why I can't stand him. This is why when we hired him from Sacramento, I was like, man, fuck this guy. The only thing he's ever done great for us was make Jokic put MVP numbers up. That's about it. But to answer your question,
enough. What? That's all he's done. What?
Nah, man. If you win MVP, that's cool, bro. Like,
he unlocked Jokic.
It.
He gets the keys for unlocking Jokic.
Yeah, that you get MVP. Yeah, that's cool. But what you do in the playoffs and that defines your career a little bit more, because that's what people talk about the most. Second thing is I think the Nuggets need to trade Aaron Gordon or MPJ.
I agree.
You're just a fucking hater with Aaron Gordon.
I agree. I hate.
Here's my thing, Kev. Here's my thing.
You're not gonna get any.
No, hold on, because this is something
sexy as hell.
You got me there, but I'm gonna help you out here. Aaron Gordon is not the guy that you want to be driving to the basket. You don't want Aaron Gordon to be the guy that distributes your offense. As much as everybody says, oh, it's run through Jokic. Yes, but Aaron Gordon can't shoot to save his life. Aaron Gordon, anytime he comes to a big play in the game, he doesn't make it. He's just a dude that dunks. He wears number 50 because he can't get a 50 from D-Wade. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna let you do this to Aaron Gordon. We're not doing this. No.
Let's be for real. Why did the Magic let that guy go? Wait. He let him go for RJ Hampton and Gary Harris. Hey, it's just as bad as Tobias Harris going to the Sixers.
I was about to argue the point, but the way he said it like that, I was like, hey,
that's a bad trade. And
it's a bad trade. It's a bad trade. The Magic fucking highway robbed our ass, bro. They fucking took us out back and say, yeah, you're gonna get us that shit.
And they gotta pick out you.
Yeah, and let's be for real. Aaron Gordon in the playoffs last year did not play at all what he was expecting. And this year too. Dude's been in and out of the lineup. You know what he did? Well, he's got back injuries just as bad as MPJ.
He came to the Nuggets to be I know you're going to say no, be a 3-and-D, not much 3.
No.
Play some D stopper. He was supposed to be a dude that his usage is only.
He was supposed to be 19. Our defense. He was supposed to be our defensive stopper.
Yeah, for the Kawhis, the LeBrons, the KDs.
Time out. We already had that in Grant, and we let that motherfucker walk for nothing to go to Detroit.
Yeah, because he wanted money and a bigger opportunity. Yeah.
Low key, I probably should have kept Jeremy Grant.
I would. I'd trade Aaron Gordon. I would trade Aaron Gordon in a heartbeat for Grant.
That is actually a fair trade.
That is a fair trade.
That's actually a pretty fair trade because
why are we gonna let Aaron Gordon?
Hold on, Kev.
We're not doing that.
He's under 30, and he's hold on,
Kev. You have this syndrome. What I like to say is,
and he can play in his role.
You like bad teams. Their best players. Aaron Gordon was the best player on the Magic last year before he got traded to the Nuggets, right?
That is hella false. I do not like bad players on bad teams.
I mean, you defended Aaron Gordon like he's a top 25 player.
I just feel like you're being. I know you're being hard on him because
It's not being hard. It's being realistic, bro. And for what we brought him in to do and what we traded away, we could be using what we traded away.
Okay, so we're gonna move on this. We're gonna start the pod, but I'm mad at you, Diz, and we can continue this when we get to your pod because this is some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
But Aaron
Gordon was also a fan of Devin Booker.
Fuck that soft ass guy.
Aaron Gordon came to the Nuggets to be the fourth wheel, right?
He came there. No. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there. No, you said. Hold on. This is
yes or no question. This is yes or no question. Did he come? Did he come to the Nuggets to be the fourth wheel?
Yes, but what you just said though. Hold on. What you just said though, the Nuggets could have done better with Royce O'Neal, 3-and-D, right? I'm just saying, you said 3 and D, and right now, Royce O'Neal is a better fit for the Nuggets than fucking Aaron Gordon.
Well, you didn't let me finish. He's more than 3 and D, man. We're moving on, man. God damn.
He said Royce O'Neal. That's fucking crazy.
God. All right, man. Welcome to episode 99 of Those Millennials podcast. Today, I'm your humble, gracious, highly favored host, K the Classic. I'm here with my nearest and dearest, my boys in real life. Rel's here. What's up, Rel?
What do you do, y'all?
Replacing Jesse today. Jesse's out again. Dustin, what's up, man?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Oh my God. So if you wonder why I'm a little teary-eyed and crying for the YouTube people, Dustin just pissed me off before the pod. So check out Before the Pod on YouTube. He pissed me off at the end.
Oh yeah.
This conversation will continue when I do Home and Home when I do his pod in a couple of weeks. Anyway, 2022. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. We're recording this on a Thursday night. The Warriors just got their ass kicked by the Bucks. Soulja Boy just leaked some penis pictures on the internet for everybody to see. This is what's happening in the early beginnings of 2022. Again, if I already said it, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys. We're on episode 99. This is really, really big. We got something really special for you guys for episode 100. Please check out our socials. We'll be having posting videos and tributes and be thanking and hopefully for our 100th episode we'll have some guests to come on and celebrate with us. We're also doing a giveaway. I forgot what we're giving away, but we'll be doing a giveaway, and we'll give you those details soon.
That's crazy. You the boss.
The boss.
You send the emails. That's crazy.
It's a lot. So first and foremost, I would like to send some prayers and well wishes to an RIP to Bob Saget, to him and his family. Everybody knows him from Full House and America's Funniest Home Videos. That's another one of our TV dads that was gone, man. I feel like if for us 90s kids, like a lot of our TV dads are either, gone or they're canceled. And it's real tough. 2022 is starting off not well. Obviously, we all know that they took Betty White from us just before the year started. It's starting off great. Real, I know you're a Full House connoisseur. You don't want to talk about Bob Saget for a little bit?
I'll be honest with you, that shit hurt me, bro. And I'll be honest, that was Full House was a show that I guess that I got.
This is Rel too. Rel doesn't watch Seinfeld. He doesn't watch Friends. For some reason, he gravitates
I watched Friends
to Full
over
House.
Seinfeld. I just didn't like what Kramer said that one time on stage.
That one time.
So I won't watch it. Now, when I was gonna watch it, he said that. So the weekend I was about to watch it, he said that. I had the whole Seinfeld DVD.
Sure,
yeah.
Sure. Continue.
Then that shit, I was literally about to hit play. But Bob Saget, man, like honestly, it was a show. It was my Nick at Night show because I didn't watch it originally when it came out. So it was like I remember this show. It was my Nick at Night show, and I fell in love with his character Tanner. Just that man, Full House became one of my favorite shows. I didn't even know I liked the show until the older I got, and so Bob Saget is not only somebody I grew up with.
You were excited about the Netflix revamp that happened.
Fuller House, yeah.
Yeah, you was all about
I like because I was all about Full House, man. I just love that fucking show. I don't know why. Like I said, it was like as a kid when I couldn't sleep, it was just a show that I wanted to. I don't know why. It was always like for some people it was Fresh Prince is always on Nick at Night. It was always Full House for me, or whatever show was on. So that was after the BT Uncut, but it was always.
So after you got your shit off,
we talking about. But no, I'm just saying. So, but man, I also remember him from America's Funniest Home Videos. But the older I got, the more I realized Bob Saget had a different side to him. The other side.
That's the crazy thing too. Like, and that's not talked about enough. Dustin, you want to say something about Bob Saget before I go? Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. The fact that like the TV dad of him, like when you see him on Full House, like he's literally like the ideal TV dad, like family man, family oriented. You know, did everything. San Francisco. That was the first time a guy like me who's I've only been to San Francisco once, like actually seen San Francisco. That was my depiction of San Francisco, and you know,
greatest is that the greatest in top 3 greatest intros ever?
The full house.
Everywhere you look.
No, it's up there. It's high though.
It's top 3. It's top 3 greatest show intros ever. What the fuck are you talking about?
It wouldn't be a Power Thrill if it didn't have some kind of list or saying something's the greatest.
Kev, you can't tell me 2 of the better show intros better than Full House.
Family Matters is way better than that. Martin.
That is
better than
okay.
That.
Okay,
Martin's
so it's number
way
okay.
better than that.
There was no words on Martin. It was just a beat.
What do you mean? It said Martin.
No, you don't even know if it say Martin. You don't even know if it say Martin.
This motherfucker, man, I swear to God, bro. And then I'd even say Good Times. Moesha.
Damn it.
Like, yeah, like it's not, bro. But it's up there. But yeah, man, like we were talking about, he has another side. Like his stand up is like really, really raunchy. Like it reminded me similar to Robin Williams, where like Robin Williams, you see him in Jumanji. You know, you see Robin Williams and all these and Flubber and all these Disney
like
happy left. Of course you'd like Flubber. You see him in all these Disney oriented movies. Then you see Robin. I remember I went to a Robin Williams special one time and cussed like a sailor, just like the same thing with Bob Saget. So I appreciated it, man. I just, you know, for him having those both sides, we still don't have details on how it happened.
Another 10 to 12 weeks.
Yeah, he was on the road doing show. So
yeah, he was doing shows.
Yeah, he was doing his stand-up comedy. He just got done doing a Florida show.
Yeah,
wow.
It happened in Florida at the Ritz-Carlton.
And he just had a heart attack?
Yeah, so no, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to
They don't know yet. They have already ruled out foul play, and I think they said they ruled out they said they ruled out foul play.
Was he was found or he fell out or something?
No, they found him. So what the story was is that he checked in back into his room around like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and then they pronounced him dead at like 4 p.m.
Yeah, man. So again, I don't want to stay too long on this, but I just wanted to send prayers to and give his flowers, because again, it's another one of our TV dads that are gone, man, from the 90s.
Man, of course.
Bob Saget. You know, prayers to all his friends and family and everybody that, you know, his supporters, that everybody that watched, and just again, like I said, another one of our TV dads gone, man. All right, so these are one of my favorite pods to do, because we're talking music and we're talking sports, so this is really good. So on the music front, Abel, as Rel likes to call him, dropped this.
I know him personally.
What's his album called again, Rel? I should have been.
Dawn FM.
Dawn FM. It's an album where he's still in this 80s mode, doing 80s sound.
Yeah. Why do you say it like that? Why do you say it like that? He's in his 80s sound, doing 80s mode. Like, it's just a sample. It's a beat. It's a wave. Like appreciate the music. Don't just say he's doing 80s music. It's not. You saying like he's doing 80s music. It's because he's not dancing with his hands on his knees. Don't mean it's bad.
Well, I'm not even discrediting it. We've gotten a lot of artists, especially at the beginning, last year, that dropped older sounds like that. Tory go up. I love that Tory. That Tory album.
Meg not gonna listen to us.
That Tory album's. I love that Tory album. And then obviously I know the masses didn't like the Silk Sonic album, but I love that shit.
It's crazy. That album is incredible.
And
you honestly, I'm gonna tell you this. You got me watching that fucking video now. Smoking out the window, all that shit. I'm watching this shit now. I'm just like, yo, why is it? Why is this shit on my TV screen?
But yeah, real. Me and Dustin haven't listened to it, so we're gonna let you do your quick little review and talk about what you like and dislikes of the album. So,
Hey, before Rel goes, I gotta say, hey, we traded Travis Scott for the baby and Tory Lanez.
Dustin with the dad joke.
It's not a dad joke. It's the truth, man. Travis went out, and then Tory and the baby popped out of nowhere like it was nothing.
I like it. All right, so the Weeknd for the, I don't know, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm an Abel fan.
Are you sparking while you're talking right now?
No, I'm not.
Okay, continue, man. Keep going though. Get your shit off.
But you know, as an Abel fan, this album is just I like it. But is it a great album? No, I don't think so. Like, compared to what, like, I would say this, After Hours, it's a trilogy, but After Hours is a classic. I think After Hours, it's gonna have some songs you can play years from now. I don't think this song, anything on this album, is something you can be able to play years from now, because I'm going back to play After Hours. And I'm a fan of anything the Weeknd does. Me and Abel, cool. I'm in, Abel. I'm giving you streams, bro. Even in my workouts, I'm streaming nothing but the Dawn FM. Shout out to Jim Carrey on the 3 interludes. Like I like most of the tracks. The Quincy Jones interlude is in fucking incredible, but I don't know if this is gonna be hold up over time. And I'm an Abel fan, but it's different though. Like I said, people like, you just don't know what to expect with them, man. Like, I mean, even with the 80s sound, it just, even some shit turned me off. It was like, oh, all right, Abel, like, you know, we're not doing blow in Club 66 right now, you know, but you know, it'd be cool if everybody was, you know, but back then, but now I don't know, man. I if I had to give it a grade of this album, I would say it's a C plus. And I think the best track on this album is called Out of Time. It's the track right after the Quincy. It's like on J. Cole's album Sideline Story. I can't listen to Sideline Story, but I'll listen to that interlude before that when he's talking about I'm driving and I got pulled over. Yeah, I can't listen to the side. I can't.
We're going crazy.
Yeah. I can't listen to I can't listen to the next track without listening to that track. It's part of the track now for me. There's a track with Quincy Jones where it's called Out of Time, and there's an interlude with Quincy Jones, and he's just talking about like just his experience with women, and he's like, I just never learned how to love, and the next track comes in just perfect. It's a timeless interlude right there, and that right there is going to be, it's probably the only thing you can keep from this album. But I hope that the part 3 makes up for part 2 to me. So I don't know if y'all listen to it or not, but I give it a C.
I mean, I've heard not so great things. I've heard obviously you've had better work before. I'm not a big Weeknd fan like that, but I have noticed with his music, and obviously this one was an album he announced just a week prior to let everybody know, and he didn't even drop a single. So
he did drop a single.
He did drop a single.
Yeah, Catch My Breath. That shit.
Okay.
It was already out. It was already 80s sound. It was out weeks ago.
Yeah,
he wasn't sure if he wasn't sure if he was gonna put the album out.
So I think I'll give it a listen, and you know, like I said, I'm actually in the mood to listen to more music now, because
if you haven't listened to After Hours, don't listen to this one.
I just know that I know what I'm gonna get from him for the most part, and like I said, I'm gonna give it a listen. But right now, I don't have anything to say. Dustin, you have anything to say?
But I'm saying though, if you haven't like really listened to After Hours, because if you're experienced to the Weeknd, this is gonna be not the best. I'm gonna tell you that shit all. It's gonna catch you.
But like in anything in the 80s wave right now, like, so I know, so from what I understand, Weeknd's been in this 80s sound for actual couple albums now, right? And
I mean,
from what I've heard of, like what I heard Tory shit, like,
is incredible. This shit he put out today. But can we say that? Can we say Tory? Is that cool?
Like, Nope, like that dude right there.
He's talented.
He's
You know what? I mean, I'm
one
with
hell
you.
of a talent.
You know what? It is crazy that she said we
That's
brought
one
him
hell of
up.
a talent.
Today, I literally thought he did this this video for this song where he had the curly hair and he was singing live on the audio in the Shade Room or whatever. Like not on the Shade Room, but he did it for a video. The Shade Room posted the clip of the video, but I didn't know. I didn't know. Like I'll be honest with you, I'm not a Tory Lanez fan. I'm not a Tory Lanez fan.
Okay.
But I didn't know. I didn't know he was this talented. I didn't know. Today he kind of caught my eye today with something with whatever this little Prince ode he did today. With he got the curly hair and he's singing. Whatever that shit's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Kev. So I got a question for Rel here. Was the Weeknd any of the songs on the new album? Was it come anywhere close to Hurricane?
No, because that's a different kind of production.
But no. What I mean is like not the sound wise, but like as good as a song as Hurricane is.
Nothing
came close. So there's my answer.
Nothing's gonna come close. Like, cause I'll be honest with you, I don't like Catch My Breath is the single off of here. I can't even tell you what the next single is gonna be because every other track, maybe if I had to predict, and maybe we can, go back and see if I was right. I mean, because he released a kind of an audio album on YouTube, and I've been watching all the videos and but it's I think it'd be Sacrifice. I think Sacrifice is probably but that track with Tyler Creator I really like, but I don't like how the Weeknd sounds on that fucking track though, because he's not really being able on that. He kind of
whatever that means.
Whatever that means, right?
So moving on real quick. So we're gonna stay in the genre of music, and we're gonna talk about R&B acts, stay in the R&B lane. We're gonna talk about a potential versus that should never happen, and so Jaheim decided to use his Twitter fingers this week. And,
Jaheim got a Twitter,
and I think it was actually on Instagram.
Was it after he put that woman first?
And he decided to call out Usher, and I'm gonna read exactly what he says. Jaheim says, and I quote, "Someone set it up." It's a picture of him and Usher. "Let's move all the pawns out the way.
Said what
King up? Move. But if you are scared, I'll just say checkmate. We'll give Usher 1 month to step up. Nothing personal. He's one of the best, respectfully."
And respectfully, Jaheim, I say fuck you. And I'm a fan, and I know my mama gonna curse me out, but
all right.
But you not in the same category.
20-0? 19-1?
It's 18-2.
18-2?
I mean, nothing top woman's worth, and nothing.
And what else is he gonna play? What is he gonna play after Woman's Worth? The My Place?
No. That his first track.
Oh,
his very first single. No, hold on. No, that one track. I cannot believe it. We just laid it down. That one we were creeping with his old lady, with his homeboy old lady.
I don't want. Old heads is gonna be old heads, and Jaheim probably has this. My thing was this: does Jaheim have something that we're not aware of? Is he a songwriter that we're not aware of, and he has stuff in his bag that we're not aware of?
I got one for you.
This conversation can change.
Jaheim, Donnell Jones.
Donnell Jones ain't losing. Say what?
Okay. Mario Winans.
One song.
Okay. I just gotta say, here's the thing though: is Usher gonna be able to perform? Because he hurt himself out here at his residency.
No, he's back. He good.
He back. He good.
Yeah, we good. Man.
All right, cool.
That's my point is, Jaheim, I know what you're trying to do. You probably heard about how much people making off these versus checks and or streaming checks.
He can go get slaughtered by Brian McKnight.
Man, but I know, and to quote Dave Chappelle, he says punching down, but you punching up, brother. You punching up.
Hey, so I got a question for y'all. What's
your level?
What's the over under of Usher throwing Usher bucks?
Oh, high.
Usher bucks everywhere.
Shawty, I don't Mine. That come on.
I do got one bone to pick with Usher.
Usher Bucks is going up.
I got one bone to pick with Usher. I got to see Usher like when that whole album came out, and let me tell you, I was disappointed in the whole concert.
Which one? In the Caesars?
Nah, MGM.
Oh,
when he was out here with his tour, when Augusta Alsina was opening for him.
Oh, but he had August with him, and nobody could trust his ass. So that kind of tells you where Usher was at in his career.
Yeah, so, but look, Augusta was better than Usher's performance.
That's because Jada was already in the back, and Will was trying to do Bad Boys 3.
All right. All right, to continue with this is not necessarily music.
Cut me off.
This is an artist. This is real gossipy of us, man, but we here, so fuck it.
The last episode, y'all.
What y'all got to say about Drake in this Instagram model and the hot sauce, man? What y'all got for this, man?
Hey, he's smart for doing what he. If this is true, he's smart.
I think it's cap. I think it's big cap.
All right, if it's
and
not,
I don't even know why. My question is this, and I said this with Zeus and Iman on last pod, and this was just me. I said a lot, but this is the gist of what I was saying. Like this story doesn't even make her seem good, right? Like, what about this story makes her seem good? Like, why come out and tell this story, and what about it is positive and put lights on her? Like, nothing, right?
Bitches like bragging about Drake semen. I mean, it's kind of weird.
To be real here, we're gonna pull out a Kanye and Jamie Foxx. She's a gold digger, bro. Come on now. She's trying to get that clout. Come on.
I mean, that's obvious, but it's like
that's true. And nowadays we kind of got to be careful because there's a lot of people out there doing that, and they'll come up with stories like that. My
problem with this is though, and this is what I was gonna get to when I talked about Iman in
Jordan
the other day, where I was just like, so for myself, one of my resolutions this year was to obviously I have a lot of resolutions, but one of my resolutions was to be more positive and wake up and more positive and I hate saying this because this is such a woman saying, but keep my energy, right? Keep my energy positive. So I myself decided to block the Shade Room, block Hollywood Unlocked, block all these sites, because when you wake up in the morning, let's keep it 100 with ourselves, we all check our phones. And
I don't need more.
When you wake up, you just try to catch up on what you missed over the night, right? And for me, seeing all this negativity about shit, and again, like,
but that's good you took that initiative.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not always negative. They do post positive shit, but like the majority of it's just.
But you don't need all. You don't need all of it.
Sometimes it's just clout chasey gossip shit. So like, for me and myself, one of my resolutions was to just I need to take this out, because waking up to the baby and whatever happened with old girl, like that, like all that stuff. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not
like
good for you.
It's not good for you. Like it's really not. And I've actually, and I feel like it actually helped me. But like when this happens, and again, Drake already is denied it, and I believe it. But
he also said it in the bar on diplomatic immunity.
Did he write that, or did the ghostwriter write that?
My only question is this: How does he know How does he know hot sauce kills sperm?
I've heard that before.
To
be honest with you, Kev,
is this a thing like your grandparents would tell you that hot sauce? Is this something like your grandparents would tell you?
Nah. No. To be honest, this is something
Toronto. Is this a Toronto thing?
Nah, to be honest with you, Kev, if I was Drake famous, let's just put it in our shoes, right? We're Drake famous. We already got a kid. We already got crucified for how the kid came out, right? And how all this and that. Would you take that risk of just leaving that shit out there?
No. I'm all like I'm good with what he did.
No. But what I'm trying to say is like, if you were in that situation and like, let's say this is true, do you like, as a fellow dude, like, if I'm doing that and some girl's crazy enough to try to take it to try to impregnate herself just to, try to get my name, try to get some of my name,
That's the thing.
and then try to sue, like, and try to get child support. I'm sorry, but this kind of sounds like the chick that has PJ Washington's kid.
We're not going to talk about Brittany Renner.
But that's what it sounds like. And like, to me, like you guys said to start this off, it makes her look really bad.
It doesn't make her look good. I don't understand.
No.
Like, I don't understand how this. But see, we're in again, and this we'll talk about keeping your energy. This is when the shade room like will just preach it like this and not know if it's true, have no facts about it. Just some woman, again, whatever, it's her truth, whatever. Some woman just posting something and just we're just supposed to believe it. Like that's just what it's supposed to be. That's why I don't rock with a lot of these blogs, and that's why I'm cool off of them. Like I don't even search for them anymore. Like if I know something that happens on one of them blogs, it's because it was sent to me. It's not because I went and looked for it. That's just I don't even go searching out for that shit no more. That's just not me.
Oh, I get that. I don't know. It's just one of those things as like, you got to do what you got to do, right? Like now this story gets out and like, let's just say Drake goes out on another evening like this and you're that girl that's trying to do what this girl tried to do. You know that homie does that. Like you're going to try it after that? Like to me, it's almost like an example was made out of this chick to know what to expect now for like further down the road.
I just think that ultimately it's just the example of let's not put everything on social media.
Yeah,
like because this is literally a thing where it's like I heard about this off rip, where it's like I saw it to where like it's crazy now where it's like how there is like those Instagram pages that pop up where it's kind of like those fake ass magazines at the counter when you go to the store where you. Now there's Instagram pages like that where it's like So when I first seen it on that,
you can't believe all that shit. That's why I try to eliminate that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, I first seen it on like one of those third party, crazy celebrity stories.
Tabloids,
tabloids. Yeah, one of the like a tabloid type Instagram page. So I didn't believe it, and even if it is true, Shorty stupid. Drake's, I mean, he's still only got Adonis.
Woman. Why would if it was red in the condom, why would you still pour that? What a dumb, and I don't call women this often, but you a dumb dodo. You, and I want to say something worse, but you a dodo.
Let me tell you how I knew I had to log off, like where I had to uninstall Instagram for a few days. I read somewhere it said TikTok star famous for licking airplane toilet seat. Known caught with it seen with Antonio Brown in New York or some shit like that, and I said, and I uninstalled the app after that.
By the way, is Antonio coming out with an album? Like I don't know what
is if Ye get on them drums, if he can get a Ye, what? Strangely, for somehow at all the Antonio Brown situation, I blame Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna just leave it dead air just for that. Anyway, all right. So it's getting off of music, and we're finally going to go to sports.
I'm in the house for the next 6 months.
in the last couple of days, we've had 2 returns. One by Klay Thompson that was turned into Clay Day last Sunday. And then we had the return of one. Part-time Kyrie Irving has returned. I think he's played 3 games now. Yesterday they obliterated the Chicago.
Question for you.
Bears the Bulls.
Question for you. Is that Jay Williams' statement true that he said today?
I don't know what he said. Tell me.
That Joe Tessitore could just pay $68,000 for every home game Kyrie Irving could play?
Yeah. Woj, the game right before the game, Woj came on and Woj dropped it to where
the plot twist.
Yeah, so Woj dropped it to where he kind of looked into the rule, and the Nets can pay like I think it was like like you said, $68,000 per
Does that
game.
kind of get
however you
luxury
play.
tap, Kev?
I don't think so. No, it's just a fine. No.
Yeah. So, but here's the interesting thing, though. Right now, the guy that's in charge of whatever area Brooklyn's in right now that has this mandate of you have to be vaccinated or
The mayor of New York.
Yeah, the mayor of New York. He's currently trying to get this rule looked at so Kyrie can play by playoff time.
But he already said he wasn't going to do it.
He said he was going to take a look into it.
But
and I don't know if since he's announced that he was going to take a look at it and go from there, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting because of everything that happened with the Supreme Court today.
New York mandate's going to change before the playoffs this year. Like I think it's kind of going to be like LA where it is what it is. So I mean, California overall because he can't play in California either.
Yeah, that's true.
He can't play in California. But here's the thing, though.
He won't have to see California in the finals.
But Kev, though, does that not add
the
Warriors. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. The Warriors. But does that not add a super plot twist if Joe Tessitore, you only got like 20 games? I mean, mind you, you're already paying. To me personally, it should come out. It should come out of Kyrie Irving should have to pay it because I don't want him to play. I don't want him to play.
Yeah,
I don't want him to play.
He's the one that doesn't want to get vaccinated. He should
yeah. So he should have to pay. He should have to pay it. But at the same time, Joe Tessitore, I mean, how much do you want to win a championship? I mean, that's the question. I mean, vaccination is only it's an indifference in opinion. Winning the championship is something we all want to do, baby. You know what I'm saying? This vaccination.
And honestly, somebody brought up a good point on one of those talking head shows. I forgot who it was, or I give them credit.
Nick Wright.
No, it might have been Wilbon. I think it was on Countdown, where it's like the time of the big three is like steadily coming fast. Like they have to decide if they have to pay Harden.
Dog. When I saw they played 17 games together,
extended Kyrie. Yeah, they haven't played a lot of games together.
17 games together? That's crazy.
So James Harden is probably going to be a free agent, and he's probably not going to leave. But just the fact that he has the option to leave, I don't know. Again, I'm no cap expert. I'm no GM. I don't know what you do with this Kyrie situation.
You listen to the nerds, though.
I don't. I do. I don't know what you do with Kyrie when Kyrie says, "Hey, this is all you can pay me. This is what I want." It's like, yeah, but
no,
we don't do that for part-time players.
Unless he come to LA, and we can't. Damn, he can't play LA either. Fuck.
If he goes anywhere, I think he goes to Philly. If he goes anywhere, it's gonna end up in Philly.
I don't think he goes to Philly.
I don't think they're gonna trade him because Kevin Durant pretty much runs the Nets.
But I get that, but it just comes down to where he can play the most at.
Kevin Durant is pretty much GM.
All right, so this is what I wanted to ask y'all. So more important return was more important return was it Klay? Was it Klay or Kyrie? Which return was more
important? Klay.
Because
the reason all y'all just said about the Kyrie shit, y'all think Klay was the most important one.
Because I think Klay is a better player than Kyrie. Easily when healthy. When full prime Klay. Give me Klay all day.
No.
You can't give me a one-way defender. Klay is going to guard your best wing.
I'm leaning towards you, but it's closer than you think you're saying.
It's
close.
It's close. It's close.
It's a hill.
And I'm not even
it's a hill. Like it's a big hill.
Hey, Real.
It's a big what?
Hey, Real.
It's a big hill.
Hey, Real. At the end of this.
Because your problem is you're thinking of prime Klay Thompson. We had prime Klay, that who we saw in the last 2-3 games. That's when not the last time we seen prime Klay.
When have we seen prime Kyrie? He hasn't played.
When he dropped 44 or 22 in his return.
No, it's not even that. But I would say
dropped 17. We're not talking about numbers yet.
I would say Kyrie is more important. Now that the more I'm thinking about it, I'm leaning to it. I just to backtrack what I said because
that's bull. No, he has James Harden's fat ass because James Harden's fat ass won't get in shape.
That's why Kyrie's more important because James Harden hasn't.
That's not a factor to me. That's on James Harden. You chose your teammates. You put this together.
That's on KD.
to be honest with you, and this is how I'm looking at it right now. With Klay Thompson,
you don't give the same energy for Brown when you said he was a GM. Anyway, continue, Dustin.
So what I'm looking down at this when I kind of currently looking at the two, right? You got Jordan Poole playing as 6-man right now, right? Yeah.
Back in his original role.
That wasn't his original role. This is the first time ever he's been a 6-man. But
no, he was always up. He was always.
That's what they wanted him to be, though.
He was off the bench. He was off the bench, but he was never the first guy off the bench.
No, he was a garbage man off the bench.
Yeah, he was a primetime garbage player. But with this year that's coming on right now, you have Jordan Poole that's off to the best start of his fucking career, right? You got Klay Thompson. You got Klay Thompson right now, who's a 2-3-time NBA champ, right? Three time. You got a 3-time champ, right? Guy can fucking shoot the lights out, this, that, and the next thing, right? His game shouldn't have changed as much because of his ACL and his Achilles, because
he can stand in the corner and still be efficient.
Yeah, he can still do that. My thing is with Klay Thompson. Without Klay Thompson, Golden State was a top 3 team, right? If you look at the Nets, when James Harden played, the Nets are a top 5 team, right? When Kyrie's there, that automatically makes them a top maybe 2, maybe 3 best teams in the East. And if James Harden's not playing, Kyrie still keeps them at that level of a top 3 team in the East. Without Klay, Golden State was still one of the best teams in the NBA.
But you know what? I think that's more indicative of the West being ass more so than the East being it's better now. Because Kyrie clearly last night we saw when the Nets get that shit popping, ain't nothing your ass can do about it. The only thing the Bulls was missing last night was they were missing Caruso, which is a really good defender, and he a hack and he'll get you 10 points. But I mean, otherwise that game is going to finish the same way. Like I think the Bulls really got a rude awakening last night and let them know that they not there.
Hey, so real, I'm gonna come at you with something.
Caruso a hack? Did you just slid past that? Did you just call Caruso a hack?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of hit you with some numbers right now.
Go ahead.
Klay Thompson's played against a solid Eastern Conference team in the Bucks today, right? The Warriors got smacked. He had 11 points, right? He shot 27% from the field today. 27.
I'm not counting nothing for Klay Thompson for 20 games.
Hey, you're right. And then Kyrie Irving last night against the Bulls. Let's see here. I'm pulling it up. I think he had
9 points.
He had 9 points. He shot 40%. He shot 33 from 3.
Not all stats are created equal. So
not all stats. But what I'm trying to say is he had a bad game and played fucking phenomenal, right? They played phenomenal against the Bulls. You play against the Bucks that have Giannis and Chris Middleton, that's missing Holiday, that's missing Brooke Lopez, missing a lot of key guys on their team, and you're getting blown out by 30.
I can't. I would say this. I can't fully judge this Warriors team yet because they're still evolving. Like right now, they caught a rubber spot because Steph Curry shot like shit since the record, and now Klay's back, and then they're trying to genuate him. So pretty much,
they're trying to force feed Klay right now, and that's not. It's not as fluid as it was beforehand. When Kyrie comes in, the Nets are fucking clicking on all cylinders. Kyrie's second game, third game back, and they're fucking blowing out the best team in the East.
This is why I say Klay's addition means more, because Klay, they're gonna need him to win the West, because otherwise the Suns going if Klay can't play in fourth quarter minutes, the Book gonna smoke his ass off the court if he can't guard anybody. Hopefully he can still guard somebody.
I would say this though. So you say they need Klay to win the West. I agree with that. I think Brooklyn's margin for error is more smaller.
I think Brooklyn
can win the championship without Kyrie, in my opinion, if they have Joe Harris.
I was just about to say that, but just about to ask you that. You think they can win that? And I agree.
They need Joe, but
healthy Joe Harris.
And honestly, I would pick the Bucks over them if they didn't have Kyrie. And if they have Kyrie and everybody's at full strength in that Bucks series, honestly, it's a pick 'em for me.
Do you think there's a trade coming for either one of those teams?
For Golden State and the Nets?
I think Brooklyn is looking to get big. I think Brooklyn's
Brooklyn.
looking to get big because Blake is turned into a corpse, and they're playing LaMarcus Aldridge, who's I hate you, LaMarcus Aldridge. Is a real life corpse, but he's playing I guess. And
they started looking Sharp and Edwards last night.
They're looking for big. They got like 5 big men on their team. That's one of their reasons they're literally showing you their hands that they're looking for. They're like, hey, we don't know.
We gotta do
Blake.
We got a DeAndre.
Marcus.
We got a DeAndre.
He was on that team last year, and they realized that dude's more of a shell than anything.
Yeah, we know. So
DeAndre just cool. DeAndre just good for good hats to the game at this point.
Nah, he's just there to be a good bench player to sit there and clap.
You was excited about DeAndre because he was frisky, according to you.
He was frisky around the rim for like 2 weeks when he first started playing for the Lakers.
So we agree to disagree. All right, so now we're gonna get into our last. We're gonna talk about NFL because it's
Super Bowl picks.
It's wild card week. I know Rail talked about his picks already in episode 3 of Rail Yells. I'm sorry, that's what I call it in my head. I know that's not what it's called.
Super wild card weekend.
Super duper wild card weekend games on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. They're literally trying to take your whole.
They fucked us with that Monday game.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Fucking stupid. Without going, we don't have to go through every game because we don't have time for that. We're already constrained with times. Rail, if you don't want to be a homer, or if you choose to be a homer, whichever one, which game do you want to talk about the most, and which game intrigues you the most?
Honestly, the city I live in, Vegas versus Bengals. Vegas is hot as hell. Raiders have their defense is exceptional, and everything the Raiders are doing is fucking incredible.
No money on it. That's a game I'm staying away from. I have no idea.
I would 5.5 points. No, let me tell you why. Because the Bengals are not that good.
No idea who's showing up for each team. No idea.
Let me tell you why. Because the Bengals are inconsistent. They lose at home to the Niners. They lose at home to the Chargers.
Joe Burrow is turning to Joe Montana.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know. Joe Burrow looked like Joe Montana the last couple weeks.
Are you trying to say hold on? You trying to say the 49ers suck? They just
but
fucking
the Niners are inconsistent. But here's the thing, here's the thing, Dustin. And look at the Niners record. I watch every weekend. They're inconsistent as well. They're up and down.
That's basically my problem. All these teams,
teams are inconsistent. Yeah.
Every one of these teams, the Bills, they've been, they look
alright. If I'm right in the hot hand,
Patriots, they peaked. These motherfuckers peaked in like November, December, and then look like shit all the way in January. Obviously we know what happened with the Raiders and their scandal. The Chiefs literally look like shit for like the beginning of the year, and then they looked
Let me tell you 2 things I look for at this time.
And then don't get me started on them Cowboys who Dak, What
do you mean? We talking about Dakota Rain Prescott? He had 1 bad game for the fucking Cardinals. That was it. He threw for 37 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, and he had 100 QB rating. What are you talking about? What more do you want from him?
Okay, well,
he had a top 3 defense in the league.
What's up with Zeke?
He's not the best running. He's not even the best running back.
He's hurt right now. Zeke's been hurt.
Yeah, he's been hurt since week 8. He's had a brace. He's gonna need surgery after the season. But Tony Pollard's the better back. And even this weekend, he's gonna be a decoy because everybody if you look, Zeke has this big robo ass cop fucking type brace on his knee, and that shit is terrible.
Stone Cold.
But it's Stone Cold light, and it's pretty bad. But hopefully, I honestly, I like that Raiders game, bro, because I really think the Raiders are hot right now. And I'll be honest with you, I really wanted to fucking tie last week because I didn't want the Steelers to make the playoffs.
That's
because
which game are you focused on the most? Which game intrigues you the most?
Rams and Cardinals.
Really?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The reason why I said that's the most interesting game.
Monday game that no one cares.
Nah, the reason why I care about this is because whoever comes out of that is going to be the team that plays against old boy A-Rod.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the team that meets A-Rod. in the NFC Championship.
Well,
The
if the
Super Bowl
Niners beat us,
champions,
then
we might as well just
if the Niners beat us,
we might as well just give Aaron the championship now.
if the Niners beat us, then they'll go
Hey
to.
man, might as well. If the Rams, here's the thing: if the Rams can play any glimpse of what they played when they were hot against the 49ers, that's it. Like if they play hot like that, where it's a shootout game, the Cardinals can match it, but I think the Rams defense can get the stop at the end.
Was that not the
All right,
craziest minute of football? That minute where the Rams took the lead and then Jimmy came down and fucking scored the touchdown. And then
Jimmy hurt, but Jimmy be looking all right. That's what I'm saying. No, everybody just poo-pooing you. Well, I know you're a Cowboy fan, so you poo-pooing, but everybody acting like
porn star Jimmy.
No chance. Everybody acting like the Niners ain't got no chance. But I'm gonna shut up.
And to be honest with you, I like what Rel said. You got to pay attention to the teams that are hot right now, and the two teams like on the NFC side and the AFC side. The NFC side is definitely got to be the 49ers. They're hot right now. I feel like they're peaking right now.
Who do the 49ers play?
They play the Cowgirlies.
I was just wondering. Okay, continue.
Unmovable object, huh?
And I hate to say it, and it kills me as a Bronco fan to say this, but the Chiefs and the Raiders are both peaking, and it's kind of scary. I feel like the Raiders this year had like two main peaks, and I feel like this is the second wave of the peak.
And I know, and not to bring him up, I know it's bad, but man, boy, I tell you, Gruden's. What do you think Gruden doing watching these games? Because this is the team he.
I don't think he watches the games. I don't think he watches it.
I think he does. I think he does.
I don't think
he does.
I don't think he does.
He loves football too much.
He loves football.
He loves football too much, but I don't think he can watch the Raiders play because I think there's so much guilt and there's so much
fucking hair out. Like this is the team I put together. Like literally, I put this squad together. And they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. Like you said, that's the team that he put together. But also, like to see the success that they're having and seeing that, you don't think that drives him fucking crazy?
No, I think he's like. That's why when everybody's like, he might not get a job, and I'm like, hold on, if this Raider team does something. Oh no!
Who might not get a job?
Hey, these leaked emails that came out. No,
he's not getting another job again.
No, he's in that Jeff Fisher. He's in that Jeff Fisher realm. He's never getting the job again.
The head coach there may get the job. He may be able to keep it. Basaccia's done a great job.
If he wins the playoff game, he gets the coaching.
He's letting his coordinators do their job, which and sometimes here's the thing about it. What I try to tell people about if you're an NFL head coach. They're not usually the ones that are directly affecting the offense and defense directly. They're usually just managing timeouts and making sure everything's cool with everybody else on the sideline and everybody else is coaching the team. So Bisaccia, he got Vegas popping, man. He got, honestly, I hope they win. I really hope they beat the fucking Bengals. Yeah, because let me tell you why.
It sucks that the game is not out here, man, because the city will go up. But like,
and I got one reason why, because Cheeto Awuzie, he plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. That son of a bitch stole 3 years from me with the Cowboys. I'm gonna tell you right now, Cheeto Awuzie, we coming for you this weekend. Raiders gonna whoop that ass. You stole 3 years from us, Cheeto. You couldn't cover a cold baby with a blanket when you were here.
All right, so I got a question for both of y'all. If the Super Bowl can't happen in LA, where is it gonna happen?
Vegas.
Kev, go first.
Bubble. I'm just playing. Vegas.
Vegas, real?
Miami.
You think it goes back to Miami? So right now, from what all the reports reporting is that LA has told the NFL that they're expecting 30% capacity.
Ooh, NFL will say kiss our ass.
And the NFL has already been putting contingency plans, and the top two spots right now is Vegas and Dallas. They said that they might bump Vegas up quicker.
Real, don't worry, your team won't be there. Don't worry about it.
On that note, I'm out.
Do you guys have anything else?
Hey, I'm out.
Zeus, get
I'm
that
out.
screenshot for
Hey,
real.
headphones are off. I can't hear. I'm out. You killed Real on that one. You murdered
I need
him.
the Cowboys to go.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys for all our next time you guys hear us. It will be episode 100. 100 episodes of Those Millennials podcast. Honestly, our next episode might not even be about shit. It might just be about us celebrating and just talking about this fucking journey that we've all embarked on, and this shit came together that I can't even honestly put into words. See, I can't even talk right now. You see this shit? This is some bullshit.
Hey, so I didn't know this was your guys' 99th episode until you told me right before a pod. And I do gotta say, you guys from the very beginning and from the sneaker pods to where you guys are at now, I've been blessed that you guys have me on here. I've been blessed the opportunity to be able to have these conversations with y'all. And y'all have come a long way. And you guys are one of the most listen podcasts on my thing, on Apple, everything. And I just gotta say, y'all keep going. I want y'all to hit over 1,000 episodes, man, because y'all got something special over here, and I love it. And I'm glad that you let me be a part of it.
I appreciate that, man.
I got
Definitely
all this
appreciate
fucking
that.
tingly. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this now, Dustin? I'm fucking tingly all over. What the fuck did you just do?
Hey, man,
like,
y'all.
What do I do with these?
What do I do with these?
What do I do with these?
Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Because over. This is crazy, man.
Enjoy it, man, because y'all have done something that a lot of people haven't been able to do. You guys are about to hit 100 episodes.
Next episode 100, I'll probably come with a whole bunch of statistics about shit, because I don't expect us to be talking about shit, just talking. Yeah, Dustin just fucking flabbergasted me, and I don't even know how to fucking respond. We're Those Millennials, and next time you hear from us, it'll be episode 100, and we're out.